collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always only leave the rest for the best, because you passed the hardest test on the road. That emotional one, that mental one, what was rooted inside of you. To be creative, to speak, to be able to transform, let go. Your understanding about the way how you're thinking, those emotional, mental factors. When people try to cause you stress, you got inner standing. It was that divineness when you got that consciously awoken, and those 33 vertebrae, the left and the right side of your brains, the cherubims, the angels up in the clouds, the jealous. Now that you found something so ordinary to be able to speak that truth, you see you inherited these gifts. Speaking, you could have inherited some gifts. You can seek this truth about this masculine 11 of firm structures. You can see justice. Oh, no, starts with you. You see, when you're bewitched, these divine feminines and masculines, they was bewitched. They could be bewitched with you. They may see you as a high priestess. Ooh, the birds, this truth to be told, connected to that divine inner standing. You see, when you're expressing and you're moving, you got that strength. They was around feminine that was vindictive, doing spell work, blocking their mind, corrupting illusions. You could see they was running for lust and greed, out partying, socializing, running for these assets, joint ventures. That's when you can see when they was running, talking to other people behind your back, speaking lies. Could have been like out partying, socializing, and they was running in the underworld. You're understanding this truth, even about AI, that big brother, those occultists blocking authorities, structures, leaders. These divine feminines and masculines, they thought they was big, bad, and heavy. Any soul test, you thought their son was gonna bury, but now they're having pressure. The pressure's busting their pipe because it's burying those thoughts, those feelings. You can see it's that transformation. You know, when you go through that dark night of the soul, and all those truths come to you, and they didn't have that creative power to even express that truth, because they need to be able to come and provide you justice. You could be seeing this truth, and you could just be got a social awareness of you, generating, not hating, moving on, creatively speaking, that truth, inner standing, that sacral chakra, the crown chakra activated, open. It's that hood. You can see you got that splendor. You're moving with your power. It's your creative power. These divine feminines and masculines, you can see what was rooted within inside of them. Stress, anxiety, the psychological, mental, emotional aspects of their mind, not releasing, holding on, past trauma, even when you can see when you're drinking, and you're causing yourself stress and worry, and people have got a social awareness of you, you've been looking like shit. You see what was rooted, even when they got trauma, and it's that heart, that deep down, profound part, because what I'm trying to possess, these new lands, you're seeing, what do you need to be able to release that whining moon, all those habits, all those insecurities. When you're stressed and you worry, got anxiety, and you're frustrated, and you're identifying and questioning yourself, whys to where's to what's to when's to who. It's that big transformative change, because you can see you're balancing karma, even when you have to look to about the yin to the yang, the emotional part, the most deep down profound part. It's that chest, it's that grace and mercy. Somebody could be looking back towards you and seeking you as that grace and mercy. They was all in that ego, and you can see they're ending those cycles. So they want to be able to come bring justice. They was unbalanced in their mind. Even just going through legal procedures with this feminine, about secrets. Even, you know, when you could have met somebody and they had a partner, and they was still active assets, divorce papers, understanding that truth. Family members and friends, even when they're speaking about you because of your creative skills, and they wanted to be able to dominate over you in your mind, they couldn't do what you had, that knowledge, that hat, because they needed that. There was about a deed, even D, to see those emotions, even a lease on a house, a sale, take this all as it resonates. So they could have gone, had a home, sharing a home, a property with somebody. You can see they was working about this understanding, because they was trying to, they was vindictive. They could have been clinging on that feminine to that masculine. You can see you got a social awareness of it. You're just gaining this understanding about 2 of Cups. Now they've got a social awareness of you, this masculine, feminine. They could be analysing, watching you, trying to do spell work on you. Take this all as it resonates. 3-8. You're just creatively speaking. You could be this high priestess, enabling people to transform, changing minds, perceptions, thoughts. 444, connected to that divine, the understanding, that omniscience, that presence, grounded. You can see when you're moving, it's that flux. You looking at the systematic approaches. When people are lying, aggressive, controlling, manipulating, lying, is committing adultery, sinning, against you. They're not winning. Those birds, they didn't listen to those ancestors. They're not winning because it's that solar flares. They was in that solar flares with the partners, like aggressive, controlling, manipulating, want balance of the mind because they had aggression. They had that Balaam, Jezebel, corruptive mindset, authority of leaders, of structures. Take this orders, it resonates. You can see those on that karmic cycle, those patterns and those 3-6. That's the truth. Things ain't going how things should. Now it's all on them. It's like a Mercury retrograde of those thoughts, feelings, are partying, socializing, partners. Which partner is speaking that truth? You got that understanding. Was one compassionate? Was a caring? Was you understanding about who you was around when you was partying and socializing and communicating to? Because things could be getting published. You could be seeking this truth. You can see there was around people that was two-faced, not standing in their rightful words because it was corruptive. It was misleading, manipulating, or because they wasn't having those creative skills. Even when you didn't look at things from different perspectives, you didn't go to that yin, that black to the white to the grey area. They didn't understand. You bridged the gaps. You seen that truth. You wasn't able to be able to speak and communicate to the divine because you was that divine source. Those divine feminines and masculine can see it's that mid-haven, awakening that spirit. They weren't creative the way you was to listen, to have that discernment about that feminine in that community where they was. Maybe it was an ethical, moral principle. You could have even communicated a night. It could have been a lover, somebody of your lover, somebody from your past. That pine, that pin, they're pinning now. Ankle, they was trapped in that low dense energy, lust, greed, manipulating those in the 7th deadly sin. They're realizing, getting awareness. It's that activating that solar plexus chakra, awakening that truth they what was rooted within inside of them. Extra energies 5, that Leo. They could maybe see you shining. They're getting that awakening. They're transforming, changing. They're going through a dark night of the soul, the truth to be told. They'd be thinking about you, feminine, masculine. They'd be in their feminine energy, releasing these emotions. You can see about that material aspect of the mindset, what they was and that there was judgments taking place. Could be divine judgment, no starts itching because it's 210 about money, lust and greed, extra energies, secrets, joint ventures. They didn't have that transformative skill because now all of a sudden they're getting punched. It's like a soccer punch straight in their throat, in their chest, to their heart, unlocking sentimental emotions because it's that heel. You see those in that low dense heel catcher because they've got anxiety, stress, or because what they was trying to master and possess, inheritance. They didn't have that inherited skill the way you wasn't able to speak. You understanding about when you was programming illusions with their mind, this divine feminine, that masculine. They need healing. Taurus, 8, Scorpio energies. 10, steadfast, organized. You can see they lack discipline, or because there was unbalanced. 7, Libra energy. Their heart wasn't light as a feather. They had aggression, illusions, confusions, manipulation. They didn't want to transform and change. They could have seeked that truth. They were seeing you, caring, nurturing, providing, supporting. Now they're critically thinking, analyzing, reflecting back to that awakening, that truth. You can see it's like consciously, that home, that heart, the flag, that white flag. I'll wave my white flag just above my door. I will hold my hands up and I'll surrender. These divine feminines and masculines, they're surrendering to that divine. They're asking the Most High God now. They're understanding, diving in deep to their self, their gut feelings, listening. You can see it's that worrying, stress. That feminine could be stressing, that masculine, that truth speaking. Even about your services, even about who you was as a person. Now you can see look what they created. They could even have created a child and having to serve that feminine. That's the truth. 1-8 could have had sexual energy. 7 got a significant other, the secrets, what they're this joint venture with. 2 and 8 about a child. 8, your understanding. 10, that's that karmic cycle they was on. Picking your pick till you pick shit. You can see you, they may be looking at you and seeing you, destiny. Doom, 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 Cancer energy. They're looking at that heart, their emotions. You can see that truth, that feminine. Block that masculine. Spell work. They had these illusions. They would have bad habits. This masculine, they had bad habits. Corrupted, sins. You see it's that mid-haven, the truth to be told. Awakening. Virgo energy. Truth. 3, 6. Virgo, you could be this Virgo energy communicating these truths about these family members and these friends. You was in different places, cities. You may just have like your communication skills. the way how you say things, the way how you communicate, you're moving, you're working, your job, you're going, moving forward, you're going towards that Jupiter. Flying across that loop for you, across that sky. They're having that understanding because it's that truth, it's awakening, that source, that divine source that you get that knowledge from, understanding. Even when people try to cause you illusions, systematic approaches for lust and greed, you can see they had addictions. They had this fear about the partners, maybe about growing, maybe about when you're understanding that truth about their mindset towards money, and now they're having these losses. And they may have to seek this truth because they risked you for a biscuit. Risked it for a biscuit because they was in that ego, sexual energies, gambling it, risking it for a biscuit, not thinking about what partners and choices and who you be sleeping and creeping with. They had aggressive energy. Now their crown chakra is activated and opening. 8, 9, clarity, truth, it's your omniscience, it's that presence. They had aggressive energy, a fire sign. You can see it's that creative spark that you hold. Now they can see it's that power. They try to have that dominance, that power over you. Virgo, Aries, take it all as it resonates, because the way how they acted, even the way how they see you, how people see your first impression, such as me, Lady Brown and Marquis, you will see it's like enable the collective to inspire 11, 17 to have a social awareness of you, to be able to grow, to listen to your truth. So you got that true understanding for yourself. It's not only until somebody hurts you, causes you pain, family members and friends, you'll be around in the community speaking lies against you. You have to gain that understanding. You go into a hermit, you go onto that own, you look at that inner wisdom. That's when you have to go back, write things down, journal. Maybe you'll be out partying, socialising, caring with other people, giving them community. Like you're a little disciple out here for the Most High. You're a stewardess. You're just impressing people with those creative skills. You're moving towards that fulfillment. You can see when you're moving with that truth, even when you maybe have to seek that guidance. These divine feminines and masculines, they've been maybe going back to a feminine energy, their mom, caring. They may see in that community, speaking to them about the actions that they took. Now they're gaining that insight in regards to you. They can see you beginning introspection. They're getting introspection because they see moving towards that success. They may be getting introspection about they was driven through jealousy. Their egos took over them, that pride. They was unbalanced of their mind, not thinking, because that caused them worry and stress because of their mindset towards money, because they was trying to obtain assets, even who they're serving. Even when you're looking at new lands and you're moving and you're gaining that awareness, even about the dimensions in the mind, what do exist, higher dimensions, connecting to that oneness, mastering that craft, even philosophical, spiritual, emotional knowledge to serve. Even when you're looking at these doctors, when you got to pay and you're gaining inheritance, and what did you inherit, these skills, take this all as it resonates. They was running for money. It was their ego. For about a home and who they're serving, and these sexual energies, somebody in that community, that feminine, take this all as it resonates, because you see the mistress, this to your story about what they were serving, and you were able to serve. You got authority, you got communicative skill. 1-3, they're having a death. 1-7, even you, they could see you got these skills, what was bestowed upon you, that gift to speak, be creative, you're loyal, royal, it was in your DNA. You was moving mentally and emotionally. These divine feminines are masculine 4, they're connected to that heart. It's that immense feeling. They can see those on that karmic cycle, they had these illusions, that moon energy. You can see their mysteries, the mastering, those in that subconscious running for lust and greed, jealous, vindictive. They was around somebody around them doing spell work. They may have just had psychological, mental, emotional problems, not connecting, lying, cheating, slept with somebody. They could have been an occultist, a gang, manipulating their mind. Take this all as it resonates. Even working, GRGS for money. Even when you're working with other people and people be lying on you, because you're moving forward, you're growing, and you got that spiritual insight, and you move with love. You provide love. You provide support. You enable people to have that transformative stage, even if you have to let go, because you'll be out here defending. Those divine feminines and masculines could be defending you. Take this all as it resonates. To this feminine, could be speaking bad. Take this all as it resonates, because they could have been trying to dominate the see how you're resourceful. Home, skills, creative, speaking, steadfast, your structures, how you are in the world, job-wise, enabling other people. You could work with the community, enabling them to have understanding, transforming, changing. Listen to that spirit, you're growing. They're listening now to that heart, they're thinking. 1, about the actions that they took. 4, now the way how they feel and their thinking, because they're evolving, they could be honouring you. Take this all as it resonates. 20, good judgments taking place. 2, because what they were securing and possessing. Take this all as it resonates. 8, and they was trying to dominate these assets. They was trying to get assets. 12, 15, you can see those gambling and risking on what they created, and who they was serving a child. They could have ended up having a child. All over a minute, they've got to pick it up. But they've got to pick up for that job, that indirect causes. Take this all as the environment where they are. 3, 6, 12, 1, 5. Even like that wisdom, they need to pick it up. It's about their traditions, because they're working through their fears. They had fears and anxiety, traditions. That new moon is Scorpio, to transform, change, going through the dark night, the soul, worry, stress and anxiety, frustration. Pluto energy, you can see it's that transformation, because they have these obsessions, and nothing will come of this situation avoid of the cause of being. About that manipulating, about the partners. 18, when I was trying to do spell work, block you, manipulate, so you're not moving forward. No thing will come of this situation. Sit at it, you on it. So you can see, sit at it, you on it, that aggression, that energy. You got that inspirational skills to be able to enable others, to provide balance to their mind. You can see they was indecisive of their self, because they got aggression and that impulsive energy, to be able to transform and change. Take this all as it resonates, because you got that passionate skill. I do, of course. I do, of course. You see me, they see you moving. That power, they see your power. You're moving towards your success, that effort. Take this all as it resonates, because you, oh gosh, you and your loved ones are safe. To 8, your family members, your friends, your kids, your family. 2, you are high priestess, you're safe. You can see these people stubborn. It's about that money, material, your goods, your values. You're safe. Yo, and you are deveiled. This was evil. That feminine could have been evil, trying to block you, doing spell work, corruptive, because your inner power. You can see you're bridging. It was because your inner resources. You was that magician. You was skillful. They was balancing karma, because you had that confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, so they're having that awakening. It's that fire, that power, it's that strength, your creativity to speak that truth. It's your authenticity. They tried to use authority over that masculine. They was risking it for a biscuit. A trip, slip, landed on the dick. You can see they want to be telling you that feminine. You're gaining this insight about the risk and what they created. The child. Take this all as it resonates, because it's that 2 of Cups. So let's get off one of these, because it's that faith, even that anchors, that truth, even treating those teachers as a steady foundation in challenging, changing times. So you was like that steady one, creatively speaking, enabling family, friends, even those lovers, because of their choices. They wasn't creative. Even those corporations, you could be a leader. You are the leader of the pack. You're moving forward, because you see, they didn't have those skills, that initiative, that ability, that endurance, the way you did, because the scriptures, it was promised in Matthew 24, to be able to speak that truth. High priestess, trust your gut feelings, use your intuitions, nose, wisdom, high wisdom, have heart, compassion, to be able to serve the collective, speak, to be able to transform. You can see you are a leader, not a controlling, manipulative one that's institutionalized in their mind the way how they were. 3, by that feminine, manipulative, controlling, spell work, speaking lies, dominating, manipulating. So you stress and worry, you're not able to write for that rightful decision. Like you're blinded, spiritually blinded, mentally blinded, emotionally, because the word spoken by that divine will never pass away. It was that yin to that yang, that balance. Now there, see, you was that twin flame, that divine source. You was that truth. Now they're understanding who you was, caring, nurturing, providing, supporting, assisting them to be able to grow. You can see he was that one who had that harmony and balance, that home. They may see you as a part of that home, that feminine energy. Take this all as it resonates. 15. You're understanding it was because they was in their ego. They want balance. You can see he was brave. You may be about to protect yourself from that divine because they're seeking. They see your charm and it's your creative skills. Jen Vera. It was that strength in them. They're looking at that restrictions. Even the Kabbalih, internal discipline, resilience and focus power. They was moving for that lust and you're understanding that truth, that aesthetics. In your heart, that as a man disciplines his son, so let the Most High with that discipline within you, strength, hard tests, dark night of the soul. So those divine feminism, masculine, they go for that dark night of the soul. 17, you can see it's that healing. They activating that spirit, crown chakra, awakening. It's teaching, obedience. You're understanding those instructions. It's rules, laws by authority figures. You. It's that doctrines, what they originated from. Superior solitude. You can see when you go to church and my God said this. Well, your God didn't say that because you won't listen to that spirit within. Because you keep on doing what you know is right. So you kept on doing what you knew was right. It was the mastery, the mysteries to your story. 21. Judgment to be taking place. Leave it to the divine. Let it flow, let it pass, let shit breathe because it was that fig tree. Prosperity, abundance, fertility, growth, spiritual awakening. It's unfolding. It's that hidden wisdom. It's divine gifts, the lessons, divine comfort. You see, it's that peace, that inner growth. Remember the ancestors didn't listen, the forefathers. You got these skills. Do you not know you are God's? Because it's that obedience, even in that land of what was divine transformation. It was growth and barely through humanity, early redemption. So these divine feminines and masculines, they can see it's that early redemption, ancestral, stability's own, caring, nurturing, mother, father, the understanding these truths. 9 of Cups, they thought they was going towards that fulfillment. They could be having these losses of transformation. You see that truth. They didn't have that spiritual wisdom to release. They was holding on to burdens, aggressive. You can see they didn't have that spiritual intelligence to release that chest, unlock those keys the way how you did. Oh, look. 9 of Swords, they wanted you to be stressed and blocked. 18, because the illusions they had. Now they're looking back because all those illusions. 5 of Swords, manipulating, stress, family, friends, what they was risking. Even the words, now they can see because it's that magician. They're understanding that power, your divine power. People tried to block you. These family members and friends cause illusions that they was running for. 2, 2, 3, 5, mourning, lust and grief, but possessing home, gambling, out, partying, risking it for a biscuit, illusions, karmics, that Queen of Swords, all for that auntie figure, family, friend. They could have risked it. Take this all as it just resonates. They could have a social awareness of you, watching you, social media. You can see they could be at different lands. They're understanding the truth. They got to go. Court, justice could be taking place. They was uncompromising. They didn't use their imagination the way how you did. They was not socially aware. Understanding because of their mindset. They need to be able to come and bring you justice. Family members, friends, you can see about those joint ventures that they had. You're understanding those lovers, people that was close towards you. Even when they want to be able to communicate now, they may be watching you communicate. They lack inner peace. They've got stress in their head, their mind, their heart, their body and their soul. That Queen of Swords, they're stressed because they didn't have that resources harvest the way how you did. Oh, because of the persona. You can see even about a son, reason, season. Take this all as it resonates. Pen. And now they can see those writings on the wall, that Epsil, that bigger picture, awakening, because you're not living a double life. They tried to put you in a third party situation, cause your heartache, hurt and pain. Like they could gamble you, like you was risking it for a biscuit, like you was just some decode, you was a lottery ticket, you decoded those codes. You in a stud. Do you be Lou? You can see lube, they may need lube, they could have been gay anyway. Take it all as it resonates, because it's that life. You're performing, you're from, you could be from a different place. That ring, you can see they're in that low dense energy, they're coming in that from that low dense energy, that ring, that family. You could see there was a family member, a friend, close towards you. You seek that truth. No. A reason. Now you need to know a reason. CERN, even about the machines, that energy that people be putting out, that life, even about a file. You're seeking this truth about some files, about certain people, companies, doctors, understanding, services, who was serving who, because you're performing, even about for me, even that ringleader, dense energy, sexual energies, partners, family members and friends, performing. You can see they weren't steadfast, organized, they wasn't understanding that truth, the mysteries, the masters to their craft, honoring how other people see them. There was illusion, there was like an actor, pretending, because he, me, them, and he, the, you that watches. Oh, so they be watching him, them, the family members and friends, they all be watching you. Players gonna play, ballers gonna ball, because it's that echo chamber, because you can see that echo, it's that chamber. Me, be, remember, sham, amber, bear, even when they was at that bar. Take this order as it resonates. You could have met them out in that community. You are curated. You are rated. They could have treated you vicious, even those voices. So I voice. So you be voicing. You be voicing how they could have been aggressive, manipulative, controlling. You can see though that it's in their ego. There was like a wolf in sheep clothing. Your beauty, your beast. There was like a fucking beast because of that age. They could have had rage. That hat, their mental capacity, their mind, their shadow. They didn't see their reflection because it was like a mirror reflection of their self. That shadow aspect, because it's that room shattering with yourself. You can see their mental capacity, their emotions. 9, because they had these illusions. They tried to make you be blocked. And now they're remembering, because they whitewashed, they was doing certain things, lies, manipulating, confusion, making it look like, yeah, oh yes, I'm more than that. And it's all because of that people there. And when it was really the bleak down melanin complexion, that skin, you went rooted, seeing what was inside of you, your ancestors, the forefathers. You seek that truth, that knowledge, and that wisdom. You had that word from that divine. Because you're not fixing the problem. He, re, the, 3. So there could have been 3 of them. Those family members and those friends, the community. You can see when they was expressing, look at my face, chatting shit. Because you was moving towards your hopes and dreams too. It's about the lover and choices. 4, 6, about you, they were serving in that home. 17. 18, 19, you got clarity. They were spiritually, mentally blocked. All because they had insecurities, anxiety. Painting because they was 18. Over that mold because they was old, their old mindset. They was stuck in this. There was like fucking Karens and Sharons calling. They was lying. That feature because you was true. It was that tree, that family tree, what was rooted within inside of them. Lies, manipulating, corrupted, Balaam, Jezebel, spirits. You see, it was that retaliation. You seen that rotation. Even about the nations. Nail, where they was nailed to. Heartache, Nazi. You expanding, because you was expanding. They was expanding. You see, with people, cultists, manipulating, corrupted, whitewashed minds, manipulating for lives who you was working with. It was about mourning. That masterpiece. Reese, seize. They could have got something, seize those assets. Because his story, Roy, Troy, yo. You tell about why you stay inside that mind in that cage, or because they lack strength. You understanding that truth. They've got corrupted minds, spirits, because it's that harvest, that about what they wanted to be able to possess. That Queen of Swords. You're trying to fuck it up, book it up, because you be that vein and that vine, even family, friends, even be branching, spiritual, nourishing, drawing that strength from you. You see, they was trying to drain that energy from you, you little dirty blood clot, Jezebel fucking spirit, you corrupted, sinning, Ross clot, bitch. You seen that vines of connection, it was growth, divine union, that life force, it was really resilience, spiritual faithfulness. You had that spiritual faithfulness because it was that olive, peace, longevity, divine renewal, reconciliation after conflict, that strength. Those divine feminines, masculines may be looking towards their heart. connecting consciously awake. They can see, they see you're sharp, strong, assertive, you're creatively speaking. You can see it's your intellect. You've got that all-knowing. They've got inner chaos. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. It was spiritual danger of ego. It was divine living, that serpent from you. One more. Mind, body, connecting, free will. It's real. You can see that red, that energy, aggressive. You can see judgments taking place, clarity, truth to be told. They're having a tower moment in their head. Your inner standing, they lack balance and inner standing. It's that meta, beyond physics, label blocks, that come filter, ontology. What is existence? So they can see what's existence, because they're bridging these gaps. Spiritual gaps, 303. That 3-3 masculine, that car. KE, you get that key. You got that secret. You got that spiritual wisdom to another way. You've got the key. Jeff, Beth, Keith, beef. People could have beef with you. They could have beef with that feminine. Take this all as it resonates. VEO. Oh, we'll take. Bez, Fez, phase. You see those just going through that little phase. They could be going through a case. They could be looking at those ways. Wax, Wes, Kez, Kia. Take this all as it resonates. Jazz. See their emotions. Take this all as it resonates. BEO. Both. They could be seeing. Vox. Via Voxo. EVXO. AV. Connecting to that divine spiritual awakening, to that truth. High clarity awareness. Even jazz music. Take this all as it resonates. AKES. Sake. Sack. Somebody could get sacked from that job. H. Have. Been. Sack. Somebody could have been sacked. Be sack. Be safe. Evoke. Somebody could be getting awakened. Wake. Seeing that truth. It's that vortex. Joe. Jose. Jess. Jez. Bez. Q. Take this all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress, guys. And sorry I didn't move it down. Sometimes I keep forgetting that I'm even recording. So let me know. Say, because it's just the words that you really need. It's the wisdom. It's inner standing. A-I-O-U. Somebody could be A-I-O-U. Those foes.